guys, it's Wendy from Willow Ranch. I would like to join the canning collaboration that Mennonite Farmhouse has started this year. Sorry, moving my cord. It is 5 things that you will can again and 5 things that you will not can again. Some of the things that I will not can again is pepperoncinis. They got extremely mushy and nasty and we'll never eat them. This one here was canned in July of 2020 and I literally just dumped the jar that we've had in the fridge for the last 2 years. I dumped it out a couple of days ago. No peppers. Unless I can find some way of making them extremely crunchy, no, I will not can pepperoncinis ever again. One of the other things that I will never can again is pickled onions. This has been downstairs since July of 2020. And we have not opened a single jar in 2 years. I honestly don't even know what to do with them because I love eating onions mixed with stuff and onion rings, but no, I probably will never can these again. One of the other things I will probably never can again, or if I do, it won't be nowhere near as many, and that is pickles. There are all sorts of different kinds of pickles downstairs and we don't eat them. I mean, they're literally just taking up jar space. These are sweet pickles that were canned August of 2020 and I don't think we've opened up a single jar of pickles in 2 years. I've actually even bought pickles at the store because I like the hot plastic because they're crunchy, and home canned pickles aren't as crunchy, I guess. So that's something else that I may not can again. I don't know. One of the other things that I will not can again, but I don't have a jar of it, is like pumpkin. I tried making a pumpkin butter a couple of years ago, and I really didn't like the flavor. You know, I love grinding my pumpkin up and putting it in the freezer and making pies out of it, but I don't think I'll ever can pumpkin again. I think that might be it as far as things that I won't can again. I'm not necessarily certain. I'm sure there's, oh yes, there's one more. Pickled cherry tomatoes. My husband canned up some pickled cherry tomatoes like 4 years ago. I think the jars are still downstairs and they have not been touched. And I don't plan on it. I'm sorry, but pickled and tomatoes just don't even sound good to me. Now, I love jams and jellies. Jeff calls me his jam jelly girl. So, one of my new recipes that I tried is Christmas jam. I actually canned this January of this year. So it is cranberries and strawberries. Oh my gosh, it is so good. Now, one of the other things I have to can again, and this is not for me, maybe not even for my family, but our neighbor, Cooley, he loves my Pear Lime Jam. And so I have got to can it again, but it's just a pear lime. Of course, my blackberry jelly, no seeds. My husband doesn't like seeds, so I've got to do things that are no seeds. So, and then salsa. I've got to keep salsa around the house because my son Trenton, whenever he comes home on boot leave, he would go crazy if I didn't have salsa. He absolutely loves it. The hotter the better. This is the same kid that has literally eaten a ghost pepper was, yeah, he was sweating. His face was turning red, but he still ate it. This is a toss-up here. This is elderberry jelly. When I put it downstairs, it was still thick like syrup. And I mean, this is after running the thing twice, remaking it, you know, re-adding because it didn't form the first time, and so I had to add more pectin, and it still didn't form the second time. But as you can tell, I don't know if you can see it, but you can see through the glass. It's thick, like jelly now. So I don't know if it would soften back up after sitting on the counter for a little bit and then maybe turn thick once I put it in the fridge again. I don't know. So I don't know whether to call this jelly or syrup. I have no idea. But those are some of the things that I have got to keep canned up. And the usuals, like tomatoes, we go through. I actually have no canned tomatoes downstairs right now because we ran out. That's how much we use canned tomatoes. I mean, in chili and spaghetti and pasta, you know, besides spaghetti, pizza. The other thing that I won't can, sorry, I know, but this is, Jeff, he canned up a recipe of spaghetti sauce a couple of years ago. I will not can that recipe ever again. I don't even like the taste of it. It's kind of nasty. Yeah, I think that covers my 5 will and 5 won't. So anyway, you guys have a good day, and I'll talk at you later. Bye.